What's up, everybody? Welcome back to some more DayZ. Let's. Alrighty. Coast is clear. Probably like a couple miles out from Military Island. Let's go, boys. We're almost there. I was debating on whether or not to go back and fill up. But I think I'm still pretty much hydrated. And we got a full water bottle, so we're just going to keep on keeping on. I think I'm going to hit this house here, though. Just to see what I can find. If anything's there. Hop this fence. I swapped to a tactical vest or a field vest. This press vest is kind of killing my stamina. Alright, we still got the gloves on currently. They're not damaged or anything, so. Alright, leaving petrol. I think we're good for like 10, 15, or 15, 20 minutes. We got those double pluses. I haven't timed it down to a T, but an estimate was like 15, 20 minutes that the heat buff lasts. You usually only can get one plus, and that would last about. It seemed like that would last 10 minutes. So I would imagine if you got two, then that would last 20, right? But hey, video game logic and DayZ logic, it might be totally different. Might guess one thing and it'd be totally another. And your guess can logically make sense, but guess what? We have our own logic. It be that way sometimes, though. But that's okay. So, I want to get into DayZ. All right, what do I do when I spawn? Because this game doesn't really tell you, other than sprinkling tips and tricks in the loading screen, right? And so it's not going to tell you what to do. You're going to spawn in just like this with what, an apple and a steak knife. If you're playing on this map, I don't think you get any. You might not get any food. Something's by that boat. I don't know what that is, but something's by that boat. Let's see. So what you want to do is you want to find some rope or find some intestines somewhere, either from the infected or from another animal. Craft a rope. All right. Break off a long stick. You can break it off with your hands, although you risk getting cut, but you should be okay. It's matches. All right. You combine the two. You now have a fishing rod. All right. So you take that steak knife and break off another long stick. This time split it into short sticks. Take that short stick and that knife and craft a wooden hook. All right. Take that same steak knife, dig up a worm. Combine it with the hook, you now have a fishing rod. You now have a resource to where you can now source unlimited amounts of food from the ocean. Or sea or wherever the hell. I think that's the ocean. Okay? You are fishing now, especially on this map. You can't be plant-based on this map because the winter is so harsh. The blizzards, they can't thrive, they don't grow. And you may find some random dried frozen ones. But I wouldn't bank on that. You have to be carnivorous or carnivore, how you pronounce it. You have to be carnivore, pescatarian on this map. You have to be. So you have to master the art of fishing and hunting. Fishing is the easiest. You'll master that first. I just told you what to do. Grab the fishing rod, get the fishing. Right, boom. Make yourself some fillets, and by then, the time you've done all that, especially when if you're making like fire, and then you have to make a fireplace, that knife might break, right? So you want to hit these dirt paths, and there should be some small little like rocks, stones. You all right? Combine the two and make a stone knife. Okay. So again, take some dark bark, break off a long stick, and split it into short sticks. Combine the dark bark with the short stick to make a fireplace. Take the rest of the remaining short sticks and add them to the fireplace to increase the health of the fireplace. All right, you want a nice healthy fireplace that way it lasts long enough to give you at least one of the heat buffs, like the plus. I think you can get 3. If I remember correctly. Obviously, I have 2 now, but I think you can get 3. You have to have best installation, everything. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn I saw 3 one time. All right, then you're gonna take your fillets and add them to the fireplace. But keep an eye on them. You know, once you hear the sound change, like it starts sizzling, and you see the color pitch change, it's done. Don't leave it. If you leave it too long, it'll become burnt, and you can't eat it. You'll get sick. You know, some people I've eaten burnt food in this game, but I didn't know what I was doing. I was a freshie and a noob, and my character was starving. And you have to do what you have to do. That made things worse because it made my character sick. When you get sick in this game, it makes it worse, bro. It doesn't make it no better. You do not want to be getting sick. Throwing up and junk. That's counterproductive. You're throwing up all the stuff that that's keeping you nourished and you ate earlier. Oh, what's that? He's walking that way. We'll walk this way. There's a hole. One of those videos, this is what I was talking about. You're kind of anxious walking across there. You're like, see how wide open it is? Somebody can beam you all the way from down there with a rifle. Now, there's a few things on the road you may be able to duck behind. It's not crystal clear, but still. So we get to these naval bases and like the area is like it's wide open. Tempted to drop this helmet. Like all black, everything. I wonder what else did he have on him. There's a heavy right there. You really don't want to aggro those. They can take a lot of hits. And the zombie that can take a lot of hits can also dish out a lot of hits because they're still standing there, swinging. This game, to me, hits register that shouldn't be registering. But we'll swing back here, but we'll run to where that table is, and then the hit will register. That don't make any sense. We'll swing and miss, might I add. I'm gonna try to go around him. It's heavy. It's a boat. I need to find a spark plug. I don't have a spark plug. Just got 2 over here. Could take my chance. Because you take him down, you can get that plate carrier. But I don't want that. That's too heavy. That's like pack mule brute loadout. I'd rather be lightweight. Light as a feather, as they put it in the loading screen. Traveling light can be just as effective, and they're right. Due to it being extremely low populated, we'll just run straight across this time. Use that kind of zigzag it, or I'll run up the coast here. But you're still kind of wide open to me, because if they're looking down here, it's like almost nowhere you can run and hide. Like a fish right here. I think I have one time. You know, one time I got into it. Dude, I was going to military and dude was coming back up that way. Had that AK and took him right out. Let's see what we can find, shall we? What do we got? What do we got? Polka. 9x19. I think this takes, what does that Vicar take? 9x39. Yeah, I need 9x39. Gotta get further inland. Hopefully we won't get attacked by wolves. There's so many. You can make firewood like crazy. Fireplace, and there's firewood opportunities like crazy here on this island. There's rocks and like, mountains over there. Like that you can mine if you got a pickaxe. Make a stone oven, man. Shoot. Military Island is the place to be. But like I said, the only thing is there are no ravines or like fountains or something. There's this. I don't think you can drink from that. Just make sure you're fully hydrated. Especially if you're running like at full speed like I am. Ooh, holster. Ooh. Okay, I'll keep the holster. We find a tactical belt, I'll switch, put the holster on that. Hunter boots. Bulletproof helmet. No, thank you. Bomber jacket. Kitchen knife. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't mind if I do. Shoot. Bap, bap, bap. $4. This thing shreds. Honestly, I could probably survive with just the Vega, to be honest. If I find that KA, 'cause I have some ammo now. Which I want to rock the tactical shirt with the the red military beret. Not on this map. It's too cold. We'll freeze to death. Ooh. Eight rounds. 8 freaking rounds. If we find that drum mag, it's over. It is over for man. Oh, oops. Forgot. It's over if we find that drum mag. I know, that's almost a for sure. Fine. Come here and get the Vegas. That's a for sure. You play on this map, you can make the military island. That's a for sure. Fine. You definitely gonna get the. Ooh. $10 rounds. I need more than that. God. All right, we're good. We are good. Bro, I hope wolves don't smell that blood and come a running. That's what I hope. You know how that go. Well, military island, this thing is plagued with wolves and bears, bro. Definitely want to be careful coming here. But we got a fully loaded Vega, so I think I'm good. See the smoke coming from that tower. I see these dead zombies, dead giveaway that I'm up there. That's if come across a DayZ vet, but hey, it is what it is. Let's go. Repair this clothing. It's messing with my insulation, bro. When it's like damaged or badly damaged, mess with your insulation. You don't want to have no bad insulation on this map. I'm telling you. But after you warm up and feed yourself, I kind of got off topic once I got here. You want to find warm clothing, like so. All right. Here's that. It's mainly for like a group. But you want to find warm clothing like this. See this full set? Ideally, you want to go with something that's on this map, best insulation, everything. Beggars can't be choosers when you're a fresh spawn, so anything is better than nothing. But you know, try to go for like a pea coat. I'm trying to think what can you, as a freshie, what are you most more likely to come in contact with? It's going to be like a pea coat, jeans. You check garages, your cargo pants, but it's mainly going to be like jeans, pea coat, shirt, t-shirt, maybe a bomber jacket, maybe. I don't know. It depends on where you go. But towns, as far as basic clothing, yeah, like jumpsuit jackets, hunter jackets. I'm sorry, hiking jacket, not hunter jackets. Hiking jackets, denim jackets. These are like medium to high insulation. But as you venture more to inland and hit some of these military spots, that's when you get like the field jacket. I didn't want to go with the field jacket. Things like that. Military winter boots. That's the first. I ain't never seen these. Military winter boots. Ah, but this thing has a knife holster. You can't. Assault boots. Got the knife holster, bro. You can't beat that. Go ahead and light this fireplace. Kind of warm up. Now, making fireplaces pretty frequent, but you have to when you plan on a call. Don't want to be freezing. But after you find warm clothing, want to make your have a loot route, develop a loot route and make your way to like maybe like a police station. And that way you can get some tier 1 weapons. The pump shotgun I had, you'll find that. Maybe the VSS rifle. The M-Lock. Before that, though, you may find like the IJ-70, things like that. These are the most common weapons you're going to find when you as a fresh spawn. Like the IJ-70, the M-Lock, the BK-43 or 143, whatever it's called, 133. The double barrel, because you're pretty much combing through houses at this point. So you'll find stuff like the double barrel. I got myself a Vega here. This is when you'll find this, as you saw. I found this at a military base. You can only find these at like military spots. I mean, it is what it is, or off of other players that were fully geared. These do not spawn out. That thing does not spawn out in the in the towns and cities. You have to go to a military base to get those, and rightfully so. 'Cause, like, some things you have to kind of keep exclusive to certain areas. That way the game doesn't become broken and OP and things get overpowered and things of that nature. So yes, you have to go there to get those. But like I said, tier one, the pump. You get yourself the M-Lock, the pump, the Scorpion, the Rack 37, which I think they added last year, or year before. The Rack 37. I don't know what they're gonna add, really, other than I seen like the Mauser pistol. I think it reminds me of like Wolfenstein 3D. Um, I know that's coming with the Badlands update, and of course they got like more like bladed weapons. But as far as rifles and shotguns and things of that nature, I don't know what's going to be added, and then I don't know what's going to carry over to that map because I feel like with Chinaris and this map's a call, certain things like the 357 that doesn't spawn over here, and I haven't seen. I don't think the Deagle spawns either. I don't think. Now that I think about it, I don't remember seeing the Deagle spawning either. But this VSS and the Vega carries over, and the KA carries over, right? But the 357 doesn't. Heck, I don't even have ammo. For some reason, it just doesn't. And I don't think the M-Lock carries over. I don't think. There's certain weapons, I guess are exclusive to certain maps. I could be wrong. It's been so long since I played, what's it called? Before hopping back on, it's been like a year. And my memory's kind of shot at with this, Sakal map. Can't remember if the M-Lock. I know the 357 though, because I think I mentioned that last season. But I can't remember if the M-Lock or the what's the name spawns. The Deagle. I almost feel like it does, but I don't know. But anyway, get yourself some tier one loot. Head to a police station. Just be wary because police stations and military zones are where other players head to too, because that's where it holds the best loot. Still is that way, and I think it's gonna always be that way, to be honest. So just be mindful of that. People will make bases. They will block off doorways with wooden walls. The community is pretty clever. These raiders and stuff is pretty clever. But anyway, guys, I'm going to stop it here for today. That's enough me rambling on. If you like the episode, do me a favor. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel and the series grow. Be sure to hit that notification bell so that you don't miss an upload. Miss an upload, all right? My name is Raven from the Sky. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching. Peace out.